Now we'll go for the direction of axial or thrust component. Okay, so how to find the direction of axial and thrust component. Now let us see here different pairs we have taken. Okay, so here first pair is having right hand driving gear. Now let us call this as driving gear, driving, and this as driven. Now this as driving, and this gear as driven gear. Now this is driving, this one is driven, this one is driving, this one is driven. Okay, so here how to find the direction of axial component, that we will see here. So here for example it is rotating in this direction. Now direction of rotation we will show. So these all will rotate in opposite direction. Okay, now you have to apply a thumb rule. Okay, so here whenever you want to find the direction of axial component, you have to apply a thumb rule to the driving member. If suppose a driving member is a right-handed gear, so you have to apply right hand thumb rule. If the driving member is left hand, so you have to apply left hand rule. Okay, so here the hand rule. Now for example if you see here the first pair, so here this is the driving gear and this one is driven. Now driving is right handed, so you have to apply right hand rule. So right hand rule is nothing but this is my right hand. So here keep your fingers in the direction of rotation and thumb will indicate the direction of axial component. Okay, so here for example here gear rotation direction of rotation is like this. So keep the fingers in the direction of rotation, the thumb will indicate the direction of axial component. Okay, so here in this case the direction of axial component will be like this, and on the driven member the direction of axial component will be opposite. Okay, so like this. Now we will go for the second pair. Now the second pair, here the driving member is here and driving member is left handed driving member. So you have to again apply left hand rule here. So keep the fingers in the direction. Now this is my left hand, keep the fingers in the direction of rotation, thumb will indicate the axial component. Okay, direction of axial component. So this is my this is your driven member and we are keeping the fingers in the direction of rotation, thumb will indicate the direction of axial component. So here the direction of axial component will be in this direction, and on driven member the direction of axial component will be opposite to this. Okay, then the third pair. Now here third pair, here this is the driving member and it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so it is left handed, so you have to apply left hand rule. So this is my left hand, keep the fingers in the direction of rotation. Okay, so now see here the direction of rotation is like this. Okay, so keep the fingers in the direction of rotation, thumb will indicate the direction of axial component here. So the direction of axial component for this pair is in this direction, the axial component will act on the driving member. Now on driven member the direction of axial component will be opposite to this. Okay, then the last pair, driving member is this one and it is right handed, so you have to keep the fingers in the direction of rotation, you have to apply the right hand rule. So this is my right hand, so keep the fingers in the direction of rotation like this and thumb will indicate the direction of axial component. Okay, so it is rotating like this. Okay, in clockwise direction. Keep the finger in the direction of rotation, thumb will indicate the direction of axial component. So here the direction of axial component will be in this side, and on driven member the direction of axial component will be opposite to this. So in this way you can find the direction of axial component. The direction of radial and tangential component will be same as in case of helical spur gear we have seen. Okay, thank you.